We are now 10 games into the 2025-26 season, and with that being said, I thought this would be the perfect time to create my top 10 best Premier League players so far this season. I've been seeing a lot of people do these type of rankings recently, so I thought, why not give it a shot and let's see how good my top 10 list can be. In today's video, I'm going to be ranking the best Premier League players so far this season without taking anything into account from last season. This is based purely off the first 10 games of this season. Make sure you watch this whole video because I definitely have a few surprises in here. So without further ado, let's get right into this ranking. Starting off in 10th place, I've put Sandro Tonali. I feel like ever since Tonali has been at AC Milan, we saw the potential. We knew that he was going to be a top midfielder in the future. And since he's been at Newcastle, I think he's been an incredible player for them. And this season, I think he's been at his best. Now, Newcastle this season, they've been pretty garbage. Honestly, they've been trash. Currently sitting in 13th place is very disappointing for Newcastle. Their team is much better than 13th place. But if it wasn't for Sandro Tonali, they would be arguably even lower in the Premier League. In his first 10 games played, he doesn't really have the stats to show for it, as he's only gotten 1 assist. But in my opinion, I think he's been absolutely phenomenal. He's been everywhere on the pitch for Newcastle, helping out in the defense, progressing the ball forward, making key passes into the final third, and I think he has to be in this top 10 list. Moving on to 9th place, I've put Jean-Philippe Mateta. Since Mateta has joined Crystal Palace, every single year, he seems to get better and better and better, and now at the age of 28, I honestly think he's entering his prime. You can always count on Mateta to score the goals. Yes, he may not be the prettiest striker. He's a very tall striker. He doesn't have the best dribbling, but he's a fast player and his positioning is incredible. His awareness and his ability to finish the ball no matter what angle he's at is incredible. So far this season, in his first 10 matches in the Premier League, he's already gotten 6 goals, meaning that he's averaging over a goal for every other game he plays. And I feel like in a team like Crystal Palace, who have lost a lot of attacking talent in recent years with Elise and more recently with Eze, I feel like Mateta is the one player that's still there and still banging in goals game after game for them. Moving into 8th place, I've put Bryan Mbeumo. There's a reason why Man United are currently in the top half of the table, and in my opinion, it's mainly due to Bryan Mbeumo. We all know how good he was with Brentford. He was absolutely incredible and one of the main reasons why they have been finishing so high up on the table in recent years. And now with Man United, in his first 10 games played, he's already gotten 4 goals and an assist, and he definitely looks like Man United's best player so far this season. I think he's such a versatile attacker in this Man United team where he has so many different technical abilities that a lot of other players don't have, and he has the ability to play in the middle. He can play on the right, he can drop deep, he can go on incredible runs, which we see him do so many times, and he's just helping this Man United team so much. Moving into 7th place, I've put Martin Zubimendi. Arsenal's new signing has got off to an incredible start. He looks absolutely fantastic in their midfield. I think he's incredible. With Real Sociedad, he was a fantastic midfielder, but I feel like a lot of people haven't really noticed his talent until he finally moved to Arsenal, because now in the Premier League, being watched by a lot more people, a lot of people are starting to realize how incredible of a midfielder he is. He's obviously a more defensive midfielder, but with that being said, he's still gotten 2 goals in his first 10 matches. And with Arsenal having arguably the best defense in the world, he is a big part of this defense. The way he drops deep, the way he helps with the center backs, and the way he's able to progress the ball is very important. I think he's definitely one of the more important players on this Arsenal team. Moving on to 6th place, I put Dominik Szoboszlai. Honestly, I think one of 2 Liverpool players needed to be on this list, either Szoboszlai or Gravenberch. But in my opinion, I think Szoboszlai has been the more crucial player on Liverpool's team this season. In the summer, when Liverpool brought in Florian Wirtz, a lot of people didn't really know where Dominik Szoboszlai was going to fit into this team. Now, in my opinion, I always thought of Wirtz as a better wide player. I think he plays much better in the side positions, and that leaves the middle position open to Dominik Szoboszlai. But this season, we've seen him play everywhere. We've seen him play in the 10, the 8, the 6. We've seen him play as a right back. We've seen him play all across the pitch. And he's been so crucial for Liverpool in these positions as well. At times where it didn't really look like they had a proper right back, they could count on Szoboszlai. At times where Wirtz wasn't performing in the attacking midfield, they could count on Szoboszlai. And that's why I put him instead of Gravenberch. I think he's been so important to Liverpool this season. And on top of getting a goal and an assist in his first 10 matches, he's also gotten 4 goal contributions in Liverpool's first 4 Champions League games. He's been absolutely fantastic in the Champions League. Moving on to 5th place, I've put Declan Rice. Even last season, Declan Rice was arguably one of Arsenal's best players, but this season, he looks like he's on a whole new level. He looks fantastic. In his first 10 matches played, he's already gotten 2 goals and 2 assists. And paired up with Zubimendi, I think their midfield is stacked. I think defensively, both Declan Rice and Zubimendi are so good together. And on top of that, with the other center backs in Gabriel and Saliba, they work so well together. But the thing with Declan Rice is he has an incredible ability to push forward as well, to help with the attack, to put in incredible crosses. His set piece ability is incredible. He is so good at so many different things on the pitch. I think Declan Rice has definitely been one of Arsenal's most important players this season. Moving into 4th place, I've put Antoine Semenyo. Now, yes, in recent games, he hasn't been performing as good as he was in the first few games of the season, but come on. 10 games, 6 goals and 3 assists is crazy for a winger. Bournemouth currently sit in the top 5 in the Premier League, and a lot of people didn't think this was possible after they lost their whole defensive line in the summer, including their goalkeeper. But with Antoine Semenyo in the attack, he's been helping them so much by getting crucial goals and by helping the team score crucial goals as well. He's been so vital for their attack, not only in his scoring abilities, but also in his ability to create space, to run with the ball, to put in crosses, to cross it back and for someone else to score. He's been fantastic in every area of the attack. On average this season, for every 100 minutes of football he plays, he's getting either a goal or an assist, and that's a fantastic stat. Moving into 3rd place, I've put Gabriel. Gabriel has definitely been Arsenal's best player this season. Without him, I don't think they would be half as good as they are. I've talked about Declan Rice, I talked about Zubimendi, but Gabriel is their most important player. And in a season where Saliba honestly hasn't been as good as he's been in previous years, Gabriel has really stepped up. He's really taking charge in that defense. He's not really as sporadic as he used to be, and he's putting in much more calculated tackles. And this is the only thing that he had to add to his game, because he was already a strong player. He's very tall, he's fast, he already has incredible tackling ability. But now that he doesn't go in for as many stupid tackles that he used to, I think he's even better than he was last year. And on top of that, he is still scoring goals. We all know how good Arsenal are at set pieces, and he's one of the reasons why, because it's not only the good pass, but you have to have a defender who has the heading ability that he has. And every time Arsenal put in a cross, whether it's from a set piece, whether it's from a corner, he always looks like he's going to score. Moving on to 2nd place, I put Moisés Caicedo. I feel like a lot of people don't really realize how good Caicedo is in the defensive midfield position for Chelsea, because he is definitely their most important player. Chelsea this season have been a little bit inconsistent. Yes, they're doing well in the table, but there have been a couple games where they lost, which realistically they shouldn't have lost. But in almost every single game Caicedo plays, he looks like the best player, the main player that's helping out with the defense, the player that's bringing the ball forward, the player that's right in the middle of the pitch. Everything's going on around him, and he always knows what's going on. He always knows what to do, where to put in the tackle, where to make the pass, and that's why he's been so important for Chelsea. Yes, when they bought him, it seemed like a lot of money, but if you saw what he was doing with Brighton, you knew that he was always going to be a fantastic player with Chelsea. This season so far, in his first 10 matches, he's already gotten 3 goals and an assist, and I definitely think he's been one of the Premier League's best players this season. And finally, moving into the 1st place, I've put Erling Haaland. You knew it was coming. Like, there's no other player that could possibly take the 1st place spot other than Erling Haaland. 13 goals and an assist in his first 10 matches is crazy. And the thing about Haaland this season is it looks like he's gotten even better at the build-up play, passing with his teammates, at using his teammates, using his wide players, when before we didn't really see that as much. He looked like a more selfish player, but I think this season he's actually improved his game, and that's why he's scoring even more goals. If you talk about his finishing ability, his strength, his speed, he's top in the world. He's one of the best. I think Man City definitely have a chance in this title race, and Erling Haaland is the main reason why. If they didn't have him, they would be nowhere near the top 5. But with Erling Haaland, they're right in there. I think he has to be at the number 1 spot. And that is the end of this video. Those are my top 10 best players in the Premier League so far in the 2025-26 season. If you guys agree with this ranking, remember to leave a comment down below. But obviously, if you disagree and you think I may have missed out on a couple of players, remember to leave your comments down below. And obviously, if you enjoyed this video, remember to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and stay tuned for more videos.